Tuesday. And thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Libertor.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And this may be the best stretch of the year I think we're going to be in. It's just perfect.
Yes, it's going to be really nice for the rest of this week. 60s again today with sunshine.
Yesterday was fabulous.
Yes, so very similar to yesterday, so I'm excited. Yeah. Let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are in the 30s, mostly upper 30s, so it's a bit chilly outside. 38 degrees in Westmoreland and Earlville, 39 degrees in Whitesboro, and at this point we are still dry on our Yorkville Battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are expecting dry weather through the end of the week. So the beautiful weather continues. Sunshine again expected today. Our next chance of even just a passing shower looks to be on Friday. Still expecting some sun on Friday. Just a passing shower is possible. And even looking towards the weekend, pleasant Mother's Day weekend is expected. So for today, once again, some clouds to start, then sun later. We'll reach the mid-60s with a little bit of a breeze, and I will talk a little bit more about this nice stretch. Coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. A 17.
Welcome back. Another nice day today, another pleasant week ahead. Probably need to water the plants because it is going to remain dry. The only thing about Friday is that there could be a passing shower, so may need to not water them on Friday as we see a passing shower. And I will say that tonight, patchy frost is possible because we drop into the 30s, mid-30s. So I would definitely bring any sensitive plants they do have outside inside for tonight, just in case we do see some frost. It's also going to be a great week to mow the lawn. Once again, do any yard work. I would say yes through the rest of the week, even Friday, although we may be seeing just a passing shower. It looks very brief, and it does not look like we are going to be seeing that much rain or widespread rain at all. Once again, just a very brief shower. We remain warm this week. We'll be in the mid-60s today. Upper 60s tomorrow, even mid-70s heading towards the end of the week. And Mother's Day weekend looks really nice. Low 70s Saturday and upper 60s for Mother's Day. Gary?
Mothers say thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hannah, thanks. Well, May.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some lighter clouds this morning, but once again today we'll be seeing sunshine and another nice day. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As you can see, some clouds in the sky. Haze is also possible again today, very similar to what we saw yesterday. That is due to Canadian wildfire smoke. It is high up enough, though, that it's not going to have any effect to our air in our atmosphere. We are still dry on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 with Doppler radar. We will be tracking dry conditions for the rest of this week. And once again, a little extra cloud cover this morning. That will make way for sunshine today, but once again, haze is possible. Our temperatures this morning are a little bit lower than yesterday. We are in the 30s, 37 degrees in Dowdesville and Little Falls, 38 degrees in Westmoreland, and if we take a look to the south, 38 degrees in Cooperstown, 34 degrees in Schenevus and in Sherburne to start this morning. And we will be seeing sunshine today reaching the mid-60s again. So mid-60s today with sunshine, upper 60s tomorrow with sunshine, and mid-70s heading into Thursday and Friday. Friday, it is possible to see a brief shower passing through in the afternoon, but there is a low chance of this, and it does look to be mostly dry for the day. If we do see a shower, it's going to be very brief. It's going to pass through very quickly. So overall, great days to spend outside, maybe get the grill ready or eat outside, any yard work, anything like that. I would say yes through Thursday. Even Friday, yes as well, because any showers that we do see are going to be very brief, and it's not going to be a lot of rain at all. The only thing about this week, though, is that although it is really nice weather, if you do have allergies, the pollen count is pretty high. It looks to remain high through the end of the week, even the weekend. So if you do have allergies, keep that in mind before heading out the door. Today on our Skycast, we do see some cloud cover this morning. That does make way for sunshine today. Haze is possible again, though very similar to yesterday. Around noon, we'll be near 60 degrees and in the mid-60s for the high temperature with a little bit of a breeze coming out of the north. Overnight, we see clear skies and we drop into the 30s. Patchy frost is possible tonight. If you do have any sensitive plants outside, I would definitely bring them in just for tonight. Tomorrow, though, we will warm up even more. At noon, we'll be in the low 60s and in the upper 60s for the high temperature. So for today, expect cloud cover this morning a little bit. Then we see fully sunny skies come in. We'll reach the mid-60s, be a little bit breezy, and tonight patchy frost is possible as we see clear skies that allows us to drop in the 30s. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit warmer with some sun and even warmer on Thursday and Friday. A brief shower is possible on Friday, but Mother's Day weekend looks nice, Gary.
You couldn't ask for a better 7-day forecast.
I know, it's getting really nice. So it's May now, so hopefully the weather stays nice.
We deserve it.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Well, with the nicer and warmer weather, for this half hour, I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
May 9th already, and what a
Yes.
May it's been so far. A lot of rain and now a lot of nice weather.
Yes, so I'm really liking the nice weather better. We'll be in the 60s again today with sunshine.
Yeah, yesterday I don't think it could have been any better.
Yes, it's going to be very similar to yesterday today. So let's take a look now at the temperatures. We are just a little bit chillier this morning. We are in the 30s, 38 degrees in Westmoreland, 39 degrees in Whitesboro and in Earlville. We will be seeing highs reach the mid-60s again today, and we will remain dry. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. The beautiful weather continues. Similar to yesterday, haze in the sky is possible, but we still will be warm and mostly sunny. Our next chance of even just a brief shower is going to be on Friday. Very low chance of this, and it just looks like it's going to be a passing shower with sunshine for the rest of the day. And then looking ahead to the weekend, pleasant Mother's Day weekend as well. So for today, expect sunshine, highs reaching the mid-60s, a little bit breezy, and I will talk a little bit more about the nice weather coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. Later today, President Biden.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Yesterday we did see some haze in the sky that actually was smoke from Canadian wildfires. They're too high up in our atmosphere to kind of have an effect on our health and our atmosphere, but once again, that is possible today as we do see a wind coming in from the north. We will reach the mid-60s today, so kind of the same temperatures yesterday. We'll warm up a little bit more tomorrow and continue to warm up into Thursday and Friday. We'll reach the mid-70s, low 70s on Saturday, and it cools down a little bit more on Mother's Day, but overall really nice weather continues for this week with just a passing shower possible on Friday. The other days remain dry. So the beautiful weather continues. Really nice days actually coming in tomorrow and Thursday, and mostly dry through the weekend with the possibility of that passing shower on Friday. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. We are just days away from an expected
Dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with a little bit of cloud cover this morning, but once again today we will be seeing sunshine and temperatures in the 60s. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. Some higher level clouds, even some haze is possible this morning. We did see haze in the sky yesterday. That's due to Canadian wildfires, but it is high enough in our atmosphere that it's not going to affect us or our air down here. So that is possible again today, but we will be seeing sunshine and dry conditions. This is our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, a little bit of cloud cover, and we will be seeing a little bit of a breeze coming out of the north. Our temperatures this morning a little bit lower than yesterday morning. We have 37 degrees in Dowdesville and Little Falls, 38 degrees in Westmoreland, and taking a look to the south, 37 degrees in Cooperstown. We will reach the mid-60s again today, though, and we will continue to see sunshine. So another nice day today. It gets really nice tomorrow and Thursday. Upper 60s tomorrow, mid-70s on Thursday. So really nice weather coming in. We remain warm on Friday in the mid-70s. We see some sun, but a passing shower is possible. There is a very low chance of this, and it looks to be very brief if we do see a shower. Otherwise, the rest of the day it will be sunny and will be dry. So if you did want to spend time outside, maybe get the grill out, eat outside, anything like that, I would definitely recommend, because we don't know when we'll see this long of nice weather again. So today, Thursday, it will be really nice. 60s today and tomorrow, mid-70s on Thursday and Friday. Even Mother's Day weekend looks really pleasant as well. The only thing about this week, though, is that if you do have allergies, the pollen count is really high, so keep that in mind before you do head out the door. So today we will be seeing some cloud cover this morning. That will make way for sunshine. It is possible to see haze again. At noon, we'll be near 60 degrees and in the mid-60s with a little bit of a breeze today for the high temperature. temperature. Tonight, it does get just around freezing as we do see clear skies, so patchy frost is possible. If you do have any sensitive plants outside, I would definitely bring them in just in case we do see some frost overnight. Tomorrow, though, it gets a little bit warmer. At noon, we'll be in the low 60s and in the upper 60s for the high temperature, continuing to see sunshine. So for today, expect a little bit of cloud cover this morning. That makes way for mostly sunny skies, a little bit of a breeze, and we'll be in the mid 60s, dropping into the 30s tonight as we do remain clear. So once again, patchy frost is possible. Tomorrow gets a little bit warmer with more sun, even warmer as we head into Thursday and Friday in the mid 70s. We see a brief shower possible on Friday, but if anything, it's going to be very brief and a really pleasant Mother's Day weekend, Gary.
Sure, it couldn't be any better for Mother's Day.
Yes, so Mother's Day looks a little bit cooler, but still nice.
Yeah, this is like inside weather outside. It's just perfect.
Yes, it is.
It's like you want to live inside. Hannah, thanks. Well, on this national...
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Boy, you must be out of breath running from that weather center over here.
Yes, walking over really fast to
That's
make it.
for sure. Well, thanks for bringing us good news. Again, a nice 7-day forecast.
Yes, it's going to be nice this week, 60s, and then once we head into Thursday, Friday, 70s.
It could be the overall nicest stretch of the entire year because it's just perfect out.
Yes, and it's low humidity. It's not too hot
That's
yet,
for sure.
which is good. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are a bit chilly this morning, though. We're in the 30s. We have 37 degrees in Little Falls, Richfield Springs, and Cooperstown, and 38 degrees in Earlville. We are still dry on our Yorkville battery. Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we look to remain dry for the rest of the week. So the beautiful weather continues today. Haze is possible again in the sky, just like yesterday from the Canadian wildfires, but overall still sunny. Our next chance of a shower looks to be Friday, and it's going to be a brief shower passing through, if anything. We still see sunshine, and then the weekend is very pleasant, especially for Mother's Day on Sunday. So for today, expect some clouds this morning. We see sunshine today, though, a little bit breezy, highs in the 60s. I will talk a little bit more about this nice stretch coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. A 17-year-old...
Welcome back. Another nice day today. It's going to remain nice for this week, so if you are gardening or anything, you probably need to water your plants as it will be dry and sunny. Maybe not on Friday because a passing shower is possible, but if we do see anything on Friday, it's just going to be a really brief passing shower, so not a lot of rain expected at all. And then we do get nice again for the holiday weekend of Mother's Day. Also, if you want to mow your lawns, great for that. These next couple of days, spend time outside, get the grill ready, eat outside. Anything is going to be good because this week remains really beautiful and pleasant. We remain warm as well. We will be in the mid-60s today, upper 60s tomorrow, mid-70s for Thursday and Friday and Saturday. We cool down a little bit for Sunday and Monday, but still looks dry. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. May is Mental Health Awareness.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with higher level clouds this morning, but we will once again be seeing sun today and we will reach the 60s. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As you can see, higher level thin clouds this morning. It also is possible to see haze again today like yesterday. That's due to Canadian wildfires, but this haze is not going to cause any problems because it is too high up in the atmosphere for it to affect us. But once again, it's possible today. We are still remaining dry on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. We look to remain dry for the rest of this week. See a little bit of cloud cover this morning. That will make way for beautiful sunshine again and a little bit of a breeze coming out of the north. Temperatures from our Skywatchers are a little bit lower this morning than yesterday, just 28 degrees in Inlet. Then we have 38 degrees in New Hartford, and if we take a look to the south, we have 34 degrees in Hartwick and in Emiston. Highs today will reach the mid-60s again, though, so it is going to warm up nicely, and another pleasant day with sunshine. Will remain sunny for tomorrow and Thursday. It actually does start to warm up on Thursday into the mid-70s. We see sunshine on Friday, mostly sunny throughout the day, but a passing shower is possible on Friday. If we do see anything, it's going to be very brief, just a passing shower with sunshine for the rest of the day, and there is a very low chance of this, but it's something to tell you about because I know a lot of people are going to be outside enjoying this nice weather for the rest of this week. So if you did want to get the grill out, or if you just want to eat outside for lunch or for dinner, I would say yes for the rest of this week. Today will be in the mid-60s, upper 60s tomorrow, mid-70s Thursday, and it will remain sunny and nice and pleasant. Overall, great time to spend outside, do any yard work or anything like that as well. The only thing about this week, though, is that since it is really nice, the pollen count is pretty high and looks to remain high even through the weekend. If you do have allergies, I definitely recommend keeping that in mind before heading outside. For today, we will be seeing some clouds to start this morning. That makes way for beautiful sunshine again. We'll be near 60 at noon and in the mid-60s for the high temperature. Haze is possible from the Canadian wildfires again as we see a breeze coming out of the north. Tonight, we remain clear. Patchy frost is possible, so if you do have any plants outside that are sensitive to that, definitely bring them in just for tonight in case we do see some frost because we get down to the mid-30s. But tomorrow, we will warm up even more. We'll be in the low 60s at noon and in the upper 60s for the high temperature with sunshine. For today, once again, some clouds to start. We will be seeing beautiful sunshine, though. A little bit of a breeze. We'll be in the mid-60s, and we drop into the 30s tonight as we see clear skies, so patchy frost is possible. Tomorrow gets a little bit warmer with extra sunshine. We'll be in the upper 60s. Even warmer for Thursday and Friday, mid-70s. A brief shower is possible on Friday, but we remain pleasant for the Mother's Day weekend, Gary.
Isn't that a little chilly overnight tonight?
Yes, so frost is possible tonight.
Wow.
So definitely, if you have any plants outside, I would bring them in.
Big concern for many.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Well, with the nicer and warmer, I'm Gary Liberchore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And boy, we can't say it enough, that 7-day forecast is probably the one of the best of the year.
Yes, so it is finally the second week of May, so it's really nice. We'll be in the 60s through Wednesday and then 70s towards the end
So I
of the week.
think this is all worth it for that rain that we went through.
Yes, I like this forecast much better. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are a little bit chilly this morning in the 30s, 37 degrees in Little Falls and Richfield Springs and Westmoreland, and 36 degrees in Cooperstown. We are still dry on our Yorkville battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We will be seeing sunshine again today, and we will reach the mid-60s. So overall, another beautiful day. The beautiful weather continues. The only thing is that a passing shower is possible Friday. Very small chance of this, but it is still possible. Other than that, we continue to see some sun on Friday. And overall, the Mother's Day weekend is looking really nice as well. So for today, expect sunshine, highs reaching the mid-60s, a little bit breezy. And I will talk a little bit more about this nice stretch coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thank you. Right now, we are going to get to this.
The Cooperstown Cam is brought to you by Utica National Insurance Group.
Welcome back. Yesterday we did see a haze in the sky. This was due to Canadian wildfires, and it is possible to see that again today as we do see a wind coming out of the northwest. So keep that in mind. It may still be a little bit hazy for today, but we will get warmer. We'll be in the mid-60s and in the upper 60s tomorrow. We continue to trend warmer into Thursday, Friday, mid-70s, so it's going to get really nice on those days. We will be in the low 70s for Saturday and a little bit cooler on Mother's Day, but still overall a pleasant weekend ahead as we continue to see dry weather and sunshine for this week. So the beautiful weather does continue. We have two really nice days coming up, one tomorrow and one Thursday, and then we do remain mostly dry, but a brief shower is possible on Friday. Gary.
Hannah, thanks. We are just 2 days away from
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some higher clouds this morning, but we will be seeing sunshine again today and reach the 60s. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As we can see, higher level clouds to start. We will be seeing beautiful sunshine again today. It is possible to see a little bit of a haze left over from yesterday. That's due to the Canadian wildfires, but it is not affecting our air and our atmosphere. It's just bringing in a little bit of haze to the sky. We are dry on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. We are going to continue to see dry conditions for most of this week. And once again, a little bit of cloud cover today. We do see a little bit of a breeze coming out of the north as well. Our sky watchers have us a bit cooler this morning compared to yesterday. Just 32 degrees in Old Forge and 37 degrees in Clinton. And if we take a look to the south, we have 35 degrees in Lawrence, 37 degrees in Milford. So today we are starting out pretty chilly, but we will reach the mid-60s again. So it's going to be a pretty nice day again with sunshine. Nala and her two neighbors this morning are very excited about that. Today she is saying hi to Benny and Eddie. They do have plans to sunbathe together through the window today as we do see the warmth and sunshine continue. It remains sunny and warm tomorrow and actually gets really warm on Thursday in the mid-70s. We remain in the mid-70s on Friday. We still see sun. It is possible to see a passing shower though once we head into Friday. It's going to be very brief if anything, and we will still be seeing sun for most of the day. So if you did want to get the grill out, eat outside, do any yard work, I would definitely say yes through Thursday, even Friday. We will be in the mid-60s today, upper 60s tomorrow, mid-70s heading into Thursday. The only thing about this week though is that the pollen count is pretty high. So if you do have allergies, just keep that in mind before you head out the door, maybe bothering you a little bit for the rest of this week. So for today, we will be seeing some cloud cover this morning. That will make way for beautiful sunshine. At noon, we'll be near 60 and in the mid-60s for the high temperature. A little bit of a breeze coming out of the northwest. Then tonight, it does get pretty chilly as we remain clear. Patchy frost is possible. If you do have any sensitive plants outside, I would recommend bringing them inside just for tonight in case we do see some frost. Tomorrow, we will warm up even more though. At noon, we'll be in the low 60s and in the upper 60s for the high temperature with sunshine throughout the day. For today, once again, seeing some higher level clouds this morning, but we will be seeing sunshine, a little bit of a breeze, and we'll reach the mid-60s, and patchy frost is possible tonight as we fall into the 30s. We will be a little bit warmer with some extra sunshine tomorrow, even warmer heading into Thursday and Friday. A brief shower is possible on Friday, but a pleasant Mother's Day weekend is expected, Gary.
A great Mother's Day weekend.
Yes, it looks really nice. No snow this year. We'll be in the 60s and 70s.
Good for us, right?
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. The time right now is 6:50, and on this national...
From where the news comes first, this is News Channel 2 at 7 a.m. on CW11.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Hannah Evans.
And get ready for more sun today, right?
Yes, it's going to be another nice day, and then we'll continue to warm up towards the end of the week.
Boy, you're bringing smiles to so many people's faces.
Yes, I enjoy this weather a lot. So let's take a look now at the temperatures to start. We are a bit chilly this morning. We're in the 30s. We have 37 degrees in Little Falls, Cooperstown, Westmoreland, and 36 degrees in Richfield Springs. We will remain dry today. This is our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and we are continuing to track really nice, beautiful weather. Highs will be in the 60s today. Our next chance of even just a brief shower looks to be Friday. We do remain mostly dry this week. There is a small chance of just a passing shower on Friday, but still seeing sunshine for the rest of the day. And even for this weekend, it looks pleasant for Mother's Day. So for today, expect sunshine, mid-60s, a little bit breezy, and I will talk a little bit more about this nice stretch coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Let's get right to it now. A 17-year-old...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are starting out with some higher level clouds this morning. We will continue to see sunshine today as highs reach the 60s. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. As you can see, higher level clouds this morning. It is possible to see a little bit more haze today due to the Canadian wildfires, but overall we are going to be seeing sunshine and another nice day. We are dry on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar, and we will remain dry till the end of this week. We are continuing to see higher level clouds this morning, but once again, beautiful sunshine and a wind coming out of the northwest. Our sky watchers do have us a little bit chillier this morning. We are in the 30s, 38 degrees in New Hartford and just 32 degrees in Old Forge. If we take a look to the south, we have 37 degrees in Milford, 35 degrees in Lawrence. We will be seeing highs reach the mid-60s today again, though, and we will continue to see beautiful sunshine both today, tomorrow, and Thursday. It actually warms up a little bit more on Thursday. Highs will reach the mid-70s. Heading into Friday, we will continue to see sunshine, but there is a small chance to see a passing shower moving through on Friday. So keep that in mind. I know a lot of people are going to be outside. That's why we did want to mention it, but a very small chance of it. And we do continue to see sunshine throughout the rest of the day on Friday. So if you did want to maybe get the grill out, eat outside for lunch or dinner, or even just do any yard work, definitely do that this week because we don't know how long this nice stretch is going to last. We will be in the mid-60s today, upper 60s tomorrow, mid-70s Thursday, and we will continue to see sunshine. The only thing about this week, though, is that if you do have allergies, the pollen count will remain high through the end of the week, even until the weekend, because it is pretty nice outside. So definitely make sure you take your allergy medication if you do have allergies before heading out. On our Skycast today, we will be seeing some higher level clouds this morning. Still seeing beautiful sunshine today. At noon, we'll be right around 60 degrees and in the mid-60s for the high temperature with a little bit of a breeze. Then overnight, we see clear skies, which allows for a low temperature to fall in the 30s. So patchy frost is possible tonight. If you do have any sensitive plants outside, I would definitely bring them in tonight just in case we do see some frost. Tomorrow, though, we get a little bit warmer. We'll be seeing sunshine throughout the whole day. We'll be in the low 60s at noon and in the upper 60s for the high temperature. So for today, expect a little bit of cloud cover, higher level clouds, but overall really nice day with sun, a little bit breezy as we reach the mid-60s. And tonight we see clear skies. Frost is possible as we drop into the 30s. Tomorrow we'll be seeing extra sunshine and we're a little bit warmer. We'll be near 70 tomorrow and we'll warm up even more on Thursday and Friday in the mid-70s. A brief shower is possible on Friday, but it does look mostly dry for the day, and it does trend really nice and pleasant for Mother's Day weekend.
At your forecast, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans. And Hannah, boy, this great stretch of weather is just continuing.
Yes, it looks to continue for the rest of this week. At this point, we are seeing sun and temperatures right near 60. We are measuring 58 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. It is a little bit breezy once again, though. We're still seeing sunshine, but that haze is coming in from the Canadian wildfire smoke. Once again, it's not going to affect our air. If you do have respiratory issues, it shouldn't affect that because it is high up enough. So taking a look at our Mesonet cameras, we can kind of see the haze. We are still seeing sunshine and blue skies, but it's not quite as blue, it's not quite as bright as we are seeing some haze looking at our cameras. So the beautiful weather does continue. It looks to be really nice through the end of the week. Our next chance of a brief passing shower looks to be Friday. We still look mostly dry with sun on Friday, but a brief shower is possible. And even for the weekend, it looks pleasant for Mother's Day. So for the rest of today, expect sunshine. We will reach the mid-60s. I will talk a little bit more about this nice stretch coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Man Police.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are seeing sunshine again this afternoon, and we are going to continue to warm up as highs reach the mid-60s. Let's take a look now at downtown Utica. As we can see, blue skies, but it's not quite as blue as we are expecting because we are once again seeing some haze in our atmosphere due to wildfire smoke up in Canada, but it is not low enough to affect our air quality. So it's just giving a kind of a hazy look today, but we are still seeing plenty of sunshine, and we still will continue to warm up. We are seeing dry conditions on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. Looks to remain dry for the rest of the week, but it still is a little bit breezy coming out of the north. That's why it's kind of pushing that haze in since the wildfire smoke is up in Canada. Our Skywatchers this afternoon have us just near 60 degrees. So we do have 60 degrees in Mohawk, and then we have 56 degrees in Cassville and 57 degrees in Clinton. We will continue to warm up again today with highs reaching the lower to mid-60s. So Nala and her neighbors are super excited to sunbathe this afternoon together through the window. Today she is saying hi to Benny and Eddie. Once again, super excited. They can sunbathe today. It remains warm and sunny and looks to continue to be that way for the rest of the week. We will continue to see sunshine. We will warm up a little bit more tomorrow, reaching the upper 60s and in the mid-70s for both Thursday and Friday. The thing about Friday, though, is that there is the possibility of a passing shower in the afternoon, but if anything, it's going to be brief, and we still have to see dry conditions and sunshine for most of the day on Friday. So if you do have any plants outside, if you're planning to garden, do any yard work, I would say you probably need to water your plants today, tomorrow, Thursday, maybe not on Friday if we do see that shower, and then again over the weekend as we do dry out. Tonight, there is the possibility to see some patchy frost, so any sensitive plants that you do have outside, I would definitely bring them inside. Although this week is really nice and we are seeing gorgeous weather, the pollen count is pretty high. So if you do have allergies, definitely keep that in mind before heading outside. For the rest of today, we will be seeing kind of that haze from that wildfire smoke. Highs will reach the mid-60s. It's going to be a little bit breezy. And then tonight, since we do remain clear, lows fall into the 30s. There is a possibility for patchy frost. So if you do have any of those plants outside, definitely bring them in. Tomorrow, we will warm up a little bit more. We'll reach the low 60s at noon and in the upper 60s for the high temperature with sunshine. For the rest of today, once again, we see that haze. Highs are in the mid-60s. It's going to be breezy, dropping into the 30s tonight as we remain clear with patchy frost possible. We warm up a little bit more tomorrow with more sun, even warmer for Thursday and Friday with a brief shower possible Friday afternoon. But otherwise, we are mostly dry for the day and a pleasant Mother's Day weekend. Gary?
Very pleasant, it looks like.
Yes, it looks really nice for the rest of this week. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom's excited as well.
Yes.
Hannah, thanks. Coming up, did a driver now look at the weather in this half hour? Once again, here is meteorologist Hannah Evans.
We are tracking another nice day today with sunshine and high temperatures expected to reach the mid-60s. So right now we are measuring 58 degrees at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome. So it's pretty warm, but it is a little bit breezy. And we are seeing sunshine, but once again today we are seeing that haze from the wildfire smoke up in Canada. It is high up enough, though, that it's not affecting our air quality. If we take a look at our Mesnet cameras, the sky is not quite as blue. Once again, a little bit of a haze, but still plenty of sunshine and still an overall pleasant day. So the beautiful weather continues for most of this week. The next chance of just a passing shower will be Friday. It still looks mostly dry on Friday with some sun. Just a passing shower is possible in the afternoon, but then after that, pleasant Mother's Day weekend is expected. So for today, expect sunshine to continue. It will be breezy with highs in the mid-60s. I will talk a little bit more about this nice stretch coming up, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. Now back to Texas, where
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are tracking another really nice day with sunshine and temperatures expected to reach the mid-60s. Let's take a look at downtown Utica. The sky is not looking quite as blue this afternoon. Same thing from yesterday. We are seeing some haze up in the sky. That's due to the Canadian wildfires. It is high enough, though, that we are not going to be affecting our air quality, but it is just causing hazy conditions in the sky. Still a nice day, though. We are tracking dry conditions on our Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and we are seeing that breeze coming out of the north. That's what's kind of pushing in the smoke, causing hazy skies this afternoon. We are going to be getting pretty warm, though. Our sky watchers have us just around 60 degrees right now. We do have 60 degrees in Mohawk, 57 degrees in Clinton, and 56 degrees in Cassville. But highs today will reach the mid-60s. Overall, really nice day with sunshine, and will be even warmer tomorrow in the upper 60s with sunshine. Same thing for Thursday, sunshine, mid-70s. We actually start to get really warm. Thursday and Friday will be in the mid-70s. Friday does look mostly dry. There is just a small possibility of a passing shower. Otherwise, it is going to be sunny throughout the day. Once again, with that really small possibility of a brief shower in the afternoon. So if you did want to go out and garden or do any yard work or anything like that, you probably need to water your plants through Thursday. I would say maybe on Friday, just in case we do see that passing shower. Maybe you don't have to. And then yes, again for Saturday because the weekend dries out. But we are going to be seeing the possibility of patchy frost tonight. If you do have any plants outside that are sensitive to frost, I would bring them in just for tonight, just in case we do see some frost. And about this week, although it is really nice out and we are enjoying it, if you do have allergies, be aware that the pollen count is pretty high and looks to remain high for the rest of this week. So on our Skycast today, we are seeing just hazy skies, otherwise sunshine, a breeze coming out of the north. Will be in the mid-60s. And tonight, since it does remain clear, lows fall into the mid-30s. That does bring in the possibility of patchy frost, so keep that in mind if you do have any sensitive plants outside. Tomorrow, we warm up even more. At noon, we'll be in the low 60s and in the upper 60s for the high temperature with sunny skies. Overall, really beautiful day expected tomorrow. So for today, expect just a little bit of haze, breezy conditions, still sunny and nice though. We'll be in the 60s. And then tonight we drop into the upper 30s. Frost is possible as we remain clear. Tomorrow we warm up even more with extra sunshine. We'll be in the upper 60s, mid 70s for the end of the week. A brief shower is possible on Friday, but we do look mostly dry during the day with a pleasant Mother's Day weekend.
Great 7-day.
Yes, it looks really nice.
Hannah, thanks. And with the nicer and warmer weather, black bears.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Another beautiful day across central New York. We're going to hold on to this nice weather for a few more days. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We had some haze and still have some haze in the sky from wildfire smoke originating from Alberta, Canada. So we're going to have a beautiful sunset this evening. Temperature-wise, we're 63 degrees, a north wind at 13 miles an hour. We have low humidity. So again, just a comfortable day across the area. It's going to be chilly tonight. A lot of places drop down into the upper 30s. Some of the coldest pockets could get pretty close to frost. But we're looking at pleasant weather and warmer weather as we look ahead. And we'll take a look at an early look at the weekend forecast coming up. Some faded sunshine this evening. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Again, some warmer weather ahead. Look at your forecasts coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Today, President Biden is hosting congressional leaders at the White House.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening. Turning out to be another pleasant day across central New York. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A dry day across the region. It's going to be a beautiful evening. And also, it's going to cool off quickly as we head into tonight. This is a time lapse of our CAVV Tower Cam, and you notice things are not changing very much. And that's because the weather really hasn't changed. Notice that those high clouds, that haze. This is once again being caused by wildfire smoke. We can see this from the satellite image. This is taken earlier this afternoon from our satellite called GOES. And you can see to the south, the cloud cover. Here's New York State. We're located right about here. This faded gray color is smoke, and we can backtrack this to Alberta, Canada. It has come a long way. But the winds in the jet stream have favored smoke in our area. This is also high in the atmosphere, so keep that in mind. We're not having any air quality issues. We've been watching that all day. The smoke is aloft, and it will stay aloft. And I think this weather pattern is not going to change a whole lot here over the next couple of days, so we'll most likely see faded sunshine. That also leads to beautiful sunrises and sunsets when you have that haze in the sky. So we'll be on the lookout for that tonight. Our sunset shortly after 8 o'clock. Pollen, well, as you can imagine, the levels will be very high over the next several days as our weather remains dry. A north wind today bringing just a pleasant day to central New York. We have high pressure in control, and it's a pretty quiet stretch of weather here throughout this week. Not a whole lot changes. It'll be chilly tonight. Temperatures will drop down into the upper 30s. Some of the cooler spots will be getting close to freezing. So if you planted early, you might want to consider protecting those plants tonight, either bring them inside or cover them because it is going to be a pretty chilly night. Tomorrow, we're looking at sunshine and just a beautiful day. Temperatures will climb into the upper 60s. Tomorrow night, clear skies, not quite as cool. I think we'll avoid any possibilities of frost throughout the entire area. And then on Thursday, again, it's just another nice day. And it will be warmer Thursday. We're going to crack into the 70s Thursday afternoon. Tonight, patchy frost in some of the colder spots, low of 38. Tomorrow, sunshine, temperatures in the upper 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Heading into the weekend, there's a small chance for a shower on Friday. Not a big deal. It's warm Friday afternoon. We're almost 80, 79 for the high. Saturday looks beautiful, 73. Mother's Day looks nice, sunshine, 67. Some rain chances as we head into early next week. And so we're getting down into the 30s tonight. And coming up in about half an hour or so, we're talking about when we can expect the last frost.
And when we can plant.
And when we can plant.
All right, Bill, thank you.
A new report released just today shows. Let's go.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the MoCast this evening. Of course, we've got great weather that's going to stick around. You can pick whichever day you want this week. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s. It's going to be nice and comfortable. Grass will be growing, just not as quickly as it did last week with all the rain. Our MoCast, by the way, is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. A lovely evening across central New York. A great evening to take the dog out for a walk. So we brought Sky in to help us out with this segment. Temperatures will slowly cool off. From 6 p.m. onward, we'll drop down into the upper 50s. Tonight's featured dog is Bruno from Marcy. And if you want to be part of this, head to Facebook. That's where you can go search for Bill's Buddies, where you can post pictures of your dog for this part of the newscast. Temperatures are going to warm up. We're seeing this warming trend. We'll be close to 80 as we look ahead to Friday. That'll be the warmest day of the week before the weather starts to cool off. Dry conditions out there in the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, and it looks to be a lovely evening in central New York. Faded sunshine, nice sunset. We're taking a look at the weekend forecast that's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. It's a bird.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A beautiful day across central New York. We're going to see a really nice sunset with some of that haze in the sky from wildfire smoke in Canada that's made its way to central New York. Let's take a live look outside. It's dry. And again, we're looking at very pleasant conditions across the region. By the way, that smoke that's in the sky is quite high in the sky. It's not making it to the ground level, so we're not looking at any air quality issues. We're continuing to monitor that. We've been doing that for the past 2 days. And again, so far, all of that smoke has been staying aloft, and I think that's where it will stay. Look at downtown Utica, a time lapse of the day. Again, just some faded sunshine throughout the afternoon, but again, it's been a lovely day, and the weather will stay like this. If you're looking to do some gardening, or maybe just getting the garden ready, the weather looks great throughout the course of this week. A reminder that I know it's beautiful weather, we're into the middle of May, the flowers are blooming, and you may be thinking, well, you know what, I want to get out and start planting all the garden. You might want to hold off just another week. First of all, tonight, it's going to be pretty chilly. We're going to drop down into the 30s in a lot of areas. And some places will get close to freezing. So frost is a possibility in some of the outlying areas. Also, one of the reasons why we keep stressing these maps, waiting till mid-May, waiting till late May, is because even when temperatures stay above freezing, even if we're in the upper 30s, a lot of the sensitive vegetation, they're not happy when conditions are like that. So again, we're looking at waiting another week, in some cases 2 weeks, before planting the garden completely, before we're totally free from frosts for the season. Temperatures across the area in the low 60s. Yorkville 62, Mohawk 61, Old Forge 57. Eric and Inlet checking in with 55. Richfield 61, Westford, Dave with 57 degrees, Mark and Milford 59. And Carroll and Worcester checking in with 61. High pressure driving our weather. We have this northwest wind, which means the air is really dry and it's comfortable, but it also cools off quickly at night. We'll do that again tonight. Temperatures fall down into the upper 30s. Again, some of the outlying areas will get pretty close to freezing. Tomorrow, sunshine. A gorgeous day from start to finish. We'll warm up quickly. We'll climb into the upper 60s. A very comfortable afternoon, a very spring-like 68 degrees in the afternoon. The weather remains dry tomorrow night, and then heading into Thursday, more of the same. Temperatures are going to warm up. In fact, Thursday will be noticeably warmer than the past few days. We'll make a run into the 70s. Patchy frost tonight, down to 38. Tomorrow, beautiful day. Temperatures climb into the upper 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Again, it's looking warm here heading into Friday. We're up to 79 degrees, a brief shower. Saturday, a lovely start to the weekend. Partly sunny, 73, 67 on Mother's Day. Rain chances both Monday and Tuesday of next week. We'll be right back.
With Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Another lovely day across central New York. Plenty of sunshine, and it will stay dry this evening. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. All is quiet. Current temperature is 62 degrees. We have more faded sunshine in the sky from wildfire smoke originating from Alberta, Canada. And it's going to lead to a beautiful sunset this evening. Weather headlines, it'll be another chilly night tonight. A lot of places drop down into the upper 30s, but we are looking at pleasant weather to continue over the next several days and a very noticeable warming trend in our future. Faded sunshine this evening, temperatures in the upper 50s. We're tracking how warm it gets for later this week. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Utica Zoo celebrating the
WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Good evening, a beautiful day across central New York. Let's take another look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's completely dry. Again, lovely conditions, temperatures in the 60s. It's nice and comfortable, low humidity. Let's take a look at a time lapse of the afternoon from our Utica National Tower camera. You can see the flag not moving a whole lot. And we had the sunshine, but once again, faded sunshine. And just like yesterday, the faded sunshine is coming from wildfire smoke. High in the atmosphere, we have this layer of smoke that's made it all the way into central New York that originated from Alberta, Canada. And the jet stream, the winds in the upper atmosphere have been carrying this smoke across their area. This is entirely above the surface, which means we're not seeing any air quality issues on the ground from the smoke. We're continuing to keep an eye on it. This should lead to a nice sunset tonight. And our wind pattern is generally the same tomorrow, so we may still be dealing with a haze here over the next couple of days. Looking to cut the lawn? Pick whatever day you want. It should be nice here. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, dry. It does get warmer later this week, so something to consider. Our MoCast is brought to you by Clinton Tractor. Temperatures this late afternoon, this early evening, Deerfield 60 degrees, Yorkville 62. Mike and New Hartford checking in with 62 degrees, Old Forge, Bill with 57. Richfield checking in with 61, Morris 60, and Helen and Cassville with 58. We've got high pressure and control of our weather in that north wind, and it is going to be on the cooler side tonight as skies remain clear. The weather patterns don't change a whole lot over the next few days. We have high pressure that's slowly going to drift to the east, and that's going to eventually cause the wind direction to change from the north to the south, and that will bring in some warmer temperatures later this week. Tonight, mostly clear skies. We drop into the upper 30s, so patchy frost is possible in some of the outlying areas. But again, this is a good thing to point out that it's early to plant. May want to hold off another week because you can still get these chilly nights even in the middle of May. Heading into tomorrow, looking at sunshine, comfortable temperatures climbing to the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow night, clear skies. We do this again on Thursday, but again, with the wind direction changing, that's going to allow for temperatures to warm up. We'll make a run into the 70s Thursday afternoon. Patchy frost tonight, 38 for the low. Beautiful day tomorrow. More faded sunshine, 69 for the high. Stern Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The brief showers possible Friday, but not really impacting your outdoor plans. 79 for the high. Beautiful this weekend, 73 Saturday, 67 on Mother's Day. And then some showers return as we head into Monday and Tuesday. So a lovely week ahead.
Bill, thank you.
Thank you. Still to come.
Oh, bello.
On this first look at the forecast, we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. That haze is still hanging around, isn't it?
Yes, another lovely sunset. This taken from our Nexus camera overlooking downtown Utica.
Wow.
So we've got a gorgeous sunset looking like summer, but not quite feeling like summer. A little chilly out there today, or at least this evening as temperatures continue to fall. But again, where does this haze come from? It's from wildfire smoke. Originating in Alberta, Canada, there is over 1 million acres on fire this evening, and all that smoke is being carried by the jet stream and making its way into central New York. This, by the way, unlike the way that this graphic is designed, the smoke is way above the surface. It's not something we can smell, and it's not something that's affecting our local air quality. Ground is not looking at any smoke, but again, aloft is where you find that smoke. Temperatures are in the 40s this evening as we take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. 44 degrees out of Griffiths and Rome, clear skies. Tonight we'll drop down into the upper 30s. It will be a pretty chilly night. Even some patchy frost is possible in some of the colder spots. We are tracking some warmer weather ahead. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, an open house was held at Francesca's in Ilion to.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet across central New York. We had a lovely sunset this evening. This is the time lapse from our tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Again, hazy skies, colorful sunset, and again, just a couple of clouds here and there. And by the way, there goes Jupiter. We are expecting the weather to remain dry here over the next couple of days, and that means the allergies are going to be soaring. Looking at the highest levels we've seen so far this season over the next couple of days, ash, maple, birch, and a lot more in the air. It will take a steady soaking rain to knock these levels down. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Great weather to get out and do some gardening, or at least get the garden ready. We're looking at a dry stretch of weather, so if you do have vegetables that are hardy to frost, you're going to want to water them over the next couple of days. Speaking of frost, you'll still want to wait to plant any sensitive, frost-sensitive vegetation till about the middle of May. So we have about another week to go here in the Mohawk Valley before we can determine whether or not we'll be clear from frost. The higher elevations, it's going to take longer, and it's nice like tonight. Temperatures down into the 30s, even though we technically aren't expecting to fall below 32 in Rome and in the lower elevations. Even getting into the upper 30s at night, the plants won't be happy in those conditions. So again, we still have a little bit of time to go before we're clear from frost. High pressure taking over. That's going to continue to drive our weather and keep us quiet and dry over the next couple of days. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, we drop down into the upper 30s, so it will be chilly tonight. Beautiful day tomorrow, low humidity, lots of sunshine. I think we'll have more haze in the sky. It's a similar wind direction tomorrow, and those wildfires are still raging in Alberta, so hazy skies still possible here tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Tomorrow night, the weather remains dry. It's not quite as chilly. We're down into the 40s. Noticeably warmer on Thursday as temperatures climb into the mid to upper 70s. Tonight, patchy frost, low 38. Tomorrow, sunshine, temperatures in the upper 60s, a beautiful afternoon. Small chance for showers on Friday, 79, a very warm day. Saturday, Sunday looking dry. Mother's Day, a little bit cooler, 67 for the high. Better chance for some rain showers as we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday of next week. We'll be right back.
For our first look at the forecast, we bring in Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Some great sunsets out there again tonight because of the haze.
Yeah, this is a picture of downtown Utica taken by our own camera on the Nexus Center. Beautiful sunset. The haze caused by wildfire smoke again. This smoke has originated from Alberta, Canada, where over 1 million acres are burning tonight, and almost over 29,000 people have been evacuated from that large fire. The smoke with that traveling along the jet stream, making it all the way into central New York, not only today, but also yesterday. And it's all that haze that's in the upper part of the atmosphere. So where we are, closer to, of course, on the ground, where it's away from the smoke is entirely aloft. It's not creating ground pollution. We're not getting any air quality issues from that. And that's going to be the case here as we head into tonight and tomorrow. We may see this smoke linger for the next couple of days with the winds generally coming in from the northwest. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking dry. Temperatures 47 degrees, calm winds and clear skies. Tonight we'll drop down into the upper 30s. A chilly night ahead. Patchy frosts possible in some of the outlying areas. We've got some warmer weather ahead, though. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight at Open House.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. A lovely day across Central New York. We have a few more of these ahead of us. Some changes, though, too, as we look ahead. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are looking quiet. Have a look at this time lapse. This is from our tower camera overlooking Oneonta. Again, with the hazy skies from wildfire smoke in Canada. It was a lovely sunset across the region, and skies remain clear. In fact, you'll be able to see Jupiter diving down through the night sky. Again, looking at clear skies here heading into tonight. The warm, dry, sunny weather does have a downside. If you suffer from allergies, pollen count's really high. It's going to stay high here for the next several days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ash, maple, birch, some of the things, along with many others in the air. It's going to take a soaking rain to knock these levels down, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. With the leaves coming out, spring returning to Central New York. If you're doing some gardening over the next couple of days, the weather looks dry and sunny. You'll need to water. Also, too, speaking of gardening, careful what you plant. It's still early to plant frost-sensitive vegetation. We want to wait another week to be sure that we're away from frost here in the Mohawk Valley. The higher elevations, it's going to be 2 weeks closer to Memorial Day. And pockets of the Adirondacks even longer than that. It's nights like these, too, that even though it's not going to fall below freezing in a lot of areas, we'll still get pretty cold, down into the upper 30s. Frost-sensitive plants don't like that either. So you look at the radar and satelliting, and it's dry weather, high pressure taking over. As the high heads to the east, the wind direction turns into the south, and that will bring warmer temperatures ahead. But again, it's chilly tonight. You're down into the 30s. Starting out tomorrow morning, sunshine, temperatures warm up quickly. We'll be in the mid-60s in the afternoon. Some hazy sunshine continues. I think the smoke from the wildfires still in our air, and we'll continue to keep an eye on that. Tomorrow night, clear skies. We do this again on Thursday, but the winds turn into the southwest, and that brings some much warmer weather to our area. Patchy frost tonight down to 38. Sunshine tomorrow, 69. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. 75 on Thursday, a warm day, a brief shower possible Friday. The weekend is looking nice and dry. A better chance for rain starting Monday of next week.
Wow, that's just an awesome 7-day. I don't care if there's a little bit of rain in there. The sunshine is what really gets it done.
Especially after last week.
No kidding. All right, thanks, Bill. Coming up next, the grand